Hello, and welcome to another Dokkan battle video. So we're actually going to start off part 2 going through the future Gohan EZA. There is a ridiculous amount of stuff going on right now. We got a new Red Zone stage, a new Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, we got a new Link level event, we got new free-to-play characters we got to grind, we got a bunch of stuff going on. So I'm going to start here with this, just so I can get it out of the way and start using him in those harder events, and we'll go from there. Future Gohan, I do actually like his EZA a lot. I think they did a really good job with it. He is weak to androids, specifically extreme class androids, so don't use like the Gammas or MVP 17 or anything like that. Specifically extreme class androids. But, so we're gonna talk about just a little bit of him. As I mentioned, I do like him. I do think that they designed him well. Unconditional 58% damage reduction post-transformation, while also getting 58% defense on super. Not like on his super attack effect, but like in his passive. Plus, he is supporting in base form. He's guarding and has damage reduction in his base form. Like, he can be really, really tanky, provided you have certain things go your way. And I feel like that's kind of like what they want to function with these characters, like with the EZA TURs. Is a lot of them don't end up being really, really good right off the bat, unlike the Dokkan Fest LR EZAs. Our standard Dokkan Fest TURs tend to just be reliable options, not really like your main focus point. Which I'm not really sure if I really like that decision going forward. I do think that we should start getting these EZA TURs to be a little bit better, just off the rip. I think that would be good for everybody involved. But having him be just a solid option is also pretty good. I'm like not terribly upset by that, mainly because of the fact that they made him pretty well designed. The only thing that they did not change about him was his transformation condition, which is turn 4 above 50% HP with a Trunks on the team. Specifically, I believe it's Trunks Future. So you want to just make sure, I believe it's Trunks Future. It can be, I don't know if they count the like the kid Trunks is on there, because I think it's supposed to be like specifically like Trunks is that he interacted with himself. So there's a little bit of variance to that. We have, of course, the new Tech Trunks, as well as we already got a teaser that the Part 2 LR is going to be Sword of Hope Trunks. Like, we know that from that little brief teaser they gave us last night over on Twitter. So we should have that guy as well to be able to be used to make this guy transform. But I do think that they did do it well. The only thing I would have changed about his condition is just remove the HP needed. That way he would just transform on turn 4 with a Trunks on his team. Though I think there is a little bit of benefit to him being in base form, because again, he's supporting, he's guarding, he has the damage reduction, he's low, and by low I mean under 70% HP, so like, he has a lot of things that can really help you survive, especially as like a nice little floater or slot 2 option. Like, he has some stuff that he can do for you. So I do like how they went through this. But besides that, like, there's really not much to talk about with him. He's just a solid character. He helps out a lot of really good Hybrid Sand characters, and so I do think that we could see a resurgence of the Hybrid Sand team soon. Because this guy, once he came out, he was kind of like the core of the Hybrid Sand team. You would have him on basically either floating around, like have both of them floating, or you would have one next to like Tech Gohan, like Tech Ultimate Gohan, and then one next to Tech Trunks, and then you would just like steamroll everything, because he would just make it so that they would never die. And as long as you have Bond of Master and Disciple category allies with him, he's perfectly fine. Weird thing is though, right? The 200% for Bond of Master and Disciple really doesn't work for him, because like the leader, the Kid Gohan, he wants to be with like Goku's, Piccolo's, Krillin, and like those kind of characters, and having like a bunch of Hybrid Sands doesn't really work for that. So there is gonna be some sort of way around, I'm sure, where we're gonna get like a new Bond of Master and Disciple leader, but at this point I don't really know, because we do already have a 200% for that team, so I don't really know what they're gonna do for that. They could change it up, they could not. We'll see. We'll just have to see what happens. I am tired, by the way. We got a lot of stuff going on. I got like a lot of stuff to do today. And like, I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but like, it is storming crazily. I'm not feeling the best health-wise right now, so you know, it's gonna be a rough day, and I got work later too, so I'm gonna get a lot of stuff set up here before I have to go to work and post as many videos as I can. At least get them ready to be posted. But part 2 is shaping up to look pretty good. Like, we already have a ton of content just straight up day 1. That new Link level stage is also pretty good too. It's actually 2 stages, one against Gawasu and then one against Zamasu. Gawasu allows you to Link level any character in the game with the boosted rates. And then Zamasu, his fight is specifically for future category characters, so you're able to use them and make them a little bit better as well. It's an interesting little thing. And then, for instance, like if you are Link leveling a bunch of future characters, it allows you to essentially Link level them on a boosted stage 6 times a week. It's kind of crazy if you really think about it. Boom, 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 boom. The loading is like killing me right now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to get this like done real quick for you guys, that way we can move on to the more interesting stuff like Red Zone and the new like Divine Wrath and Mortal Will stages. Things that are much more interesting than fighting an ECA event. Especially when I have like nothing to talk about during it, because we already talked about everything. You know, technically I could talk about the One Piece live action and the fact that it did really, really well. I did like it a lot. I don't know if you guys care about One Piece. I do. I like One Piece. I'm caught up on the anime. So I really like the show a lot, and seeing that the live action did really, really well is making me hopeful that we could get other projects in the future. We do know that there's a Dragon Ball panel going to be at a new... I forget where it's at. It's going to be at an event. But a lot of the official Dragon Ball accounts are like retweeting that, and apparently we're having a mysterious teaser. It's either probably going to be like Budokai 4 or it's going to be a new anime. I'm praying that we get a new anime. That would be amazing for us as like a fan base. But again, we shall see what happens. I have no idea. Though, I will say, the only thing about this EZA that's a little weird, they want us to use extreme androids, yet there's like no physical androids. There's literally 2 that are extreme. And the only one I'm not using is the LR androids because they suck. So I'm just not using them here. But it's literally them, and then 16 and 18. And that's it for physical. Oh, I guess LR Cell, right? So it's just like, why make us use this category? Like, I get it makes sense because, you know, he got killed by 16 and 17, or yeah, 17 and 18, right? But at least give us some more characters for that typing, then, if you want to make us use these. It's kind of weird. At the very least, I'm glad that they didn't give us like the damage reduction against a bunch of different like types. They just said, hey, just don't use any super class characters and don't use any tech characters and you'll be fine. That makes it a little bit better because we're able to use like my Rainbow Super 17 and heal, and no one can beat him, right? So at the very least, we have other characters that kind of can carry a little bit. It's just that the android team themselves, all like the really powerful characters, are either locked behind transformations or are super class. So we really aren't able to utilize them as much as possible. There's also a lot of tech android characters once I think about it, right? Then you got the LR Super 17, you got the tech androids. There's a lot of good superclass characters. There's also another physical, like Future 17, that we aren't able to use. His EZA like sticker has been in the game since like a month and a half ago, and he still has not EZA'd yet. I don't know why they put that in the details and then not given it to us. We'll kind of just have to wait and find out. I don't believe I could have used them on the Super 17 team anyway, but yeah, he could be good here if he was EZA'd already, but he's not. And it's just very weird that they put their sticker for him and then the Future 18 a while ago, like a very, very long time ago, and then just haven't used it ever. It confuses me greatly, I will say that, but it's whatever. Like, eventually he'll EZA. I mean, it's already basically confirmed. We just have never seen it nor know when it's gonna happen. But this should be the final turn here. This is already like a 10-minute video, so it's getting kind of long. Man, this unit sucks, by the way. I do not like this character. They designed that thing. That whole celebration is full of wonkiness. I don't think a single one of those characters is even usable today. It's kind of weird because they were Golden Week last year. And if you think about Golden Week this year, every single one of the characters is just absolutely ridiculous. And then last year, it's just kind of all of them are like very, yeah, they're good, I guess. They're solid. But yeah, that's the full EZA. Let me know what you guys think about future Gohan in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.